Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for July 5th through the 11th. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is general, so it may not resonate for everyone watching. All right, so we are going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. We'll clarify that and then clear that spread and get into your person's energy, whoever's on your mind, yours, the possible outcome, as well as the romance angels and the oracle cards. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been here with me. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, subscribes. It's humbling. It really is. I also do personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below. All right, so the star came out right away. That's in your recent past energy, which is looking great. I think you're finally starting to see that your manifestations are happening. Some type of wish is coming true for you. If it hasn't already, this is in the recent past, so something really good is coming about. All right. I hope I didn't forget anything in the beginning. I just want to, again, say thank you to all of you. And if you're new here, I hope you'll stay. All right. So the star card with the Seven of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. And then in your current energy, we have the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. In the near future, we have the Three of Swords in the upright, the Judgment in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. So we have the Hermit in reverse right now. So your energy has been very quick in moving, it seems like, the last couple of readings. This could be coming out of that place of doing a lot of self-reflection. There could have been a lot of changes just recently, and finally you feel like you're coming out of your shell. That's what I want to say. So you could be spending more time out, about, socializing, just feeling better about where things are. I do think that something really good has either just recently happened or is coming up. I feel like you sense it or you're anticipating it. There's some wisdom that's been gained here, which I think is beautiful. So whatever experiences you've just been recently having has given you some clarity that was much needed. So it's helping you move forward if you've needed to sort of overcome some difficult times, or where you felt like you had to go back and reflect on how things were going. If they weren't happening quite the way that you had hoped or expected, there's some reflection that was done and you're coming out of that place. Now, we have the star card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. We'll get into the rest of those energies. Now, there are some not so pleasant energies around some of these things. So as you're trying to manifest, it may feel as though, I don't know that this is someone who's definitely, lied, cheated. It could have been. You could have been dealing with somebody at work that had stolen. Maybe there were some disappointments around that and you had to find it out. I heard just now there was a secret. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. You could have offered this person a job. Maybe you manage something and they took advantage of that. It could also be, hold on, there's two things coming through. One is around the thing that you wanted so much. So if you're pushing forward to something that you've been trying to manifest and somebody seemed to kind of be in the way of that, is what I feel. It's almost as if they were giving you bad advice. That's what I feel like. So you could have had somebody around you that was, but you overcame that. And something worked out for you anyway, because the Page of Pentacles is about the new beginning and it's about a stable new beginning. So somehow you worked out whatever this issue was, and it does feel a little bit like maybe a sneaky energy or questioning whether you could trust those people. So somebody could have done you wrong, or you were realizing that there were people that you had not trusted or thought something was going on with, and you released them, and that helped move things forward. And now you're seeing how things are coming true that you had been hoping for. I hope that makes sense. We'll clarify that and see. All right, so in the current energy, we have the Knight of Swords. So for those of you who were in a situation where you found out that somebody was lying and possibly cheating, it was someone who you thought you were going to be with. This was a wish fulfillment. I said in your last reading, they wished for you and you wished for something else. It's like, if this person has now come in and the energy has shifted since I did that last reading, and this person you found out was lying or cheating, I'm so sorry to hear that. It seems as though they want to make it right and they want to start over. I don't know that you're going to be willing to do so. So I've given you like 4 different scenarios. I hope I'm not confusing anyone. In this case, I feel like right now you're kind of in your head about that. So if that's you and you were dealing with having found out something about someone and they had possibly cheated, then this could be where you're feeling a little bit like, ugh, I'm just exhausted. I can't deal with this. The Eight of Swords in reverse tells me, though, you're not going to stay stuck because the Wheel of Fortune is right after that. So fortune after difficulty is what I want to say. Things are moving so clearly in your life. They're moving forward. Some of your dreams are starting to finally come true. And nobody that does something like this is going to stand in your way. So if it happened to you, I don't see you staying stuck in it with the Eight of Swords in reverse. So yeah, it may have upset you for a few days, but you have too many things on your plate right now, it feels like, to worry about it, especially with the Wheel of Fortune right after. That's like all this stuff is starting to shift and change and happen. You're not going to let some, whatever this energy is, take you down. So it feels like you're picking up and moving on and not allowing that to stop you in your tracks. In the near future, yes, there could have been a third party and you find out. So there could have been some kind of feeling that that person had done something wrong, and it's a little heartbreaking. You know, especially if somebody stole from you. Let's say you're an employer and you had an employee that stole. It could have been heartbreaking. But you figured it out. I think the light was shown on that person and you might have politely let them go. If this is the love situation, there could still be some residual pain, maybe just disappointment around the fact that really, you know, I put myself out there and here comes another person that's done this, or not necessarily another, but just someone who's pulling these kind of things on me. The Judgment in reverse and the Emperor, you could feel like a part of you lost a little bit of control. So this person could have, you know, convinced you that they were something and you believed them, and now you're like, ugh, my decision making. We all question ourselves around that because we don't always know. When these people come into our lives, they're going to teach us a lesson, and it's not always a comfortable lesson. Sometimes we learn through pain, sometimes through joy and bliss. In this case, it could have, you know, it may still be on your mind a little bit in the near future, but I do think you're going to get your control back because too many good things are happening for you. Let's get into the rest and see what else there is. All right, so to clarify the Star card and the Seven of Swords, this was like a blessing in disguise. Let's put it that way. That you found out about this person when you did. I think before you got either too serious or allowed your heart to get too deeply involved. That's for some of you. Some of you could have been someone that you had been with and it was very painful. The Six of Pentacles in reverse tells me that there was a lack of balance. And then the stars in the upright again. The King of Wands in reverse. Ooh, okay. This is my narcissist card. So you could have been dealing with somebody who hid it well. And if you were with them for a long period of time and they hid it, it could have just started to come to the surface and you found out that they were playing games, they had somebody else. I don't feel like you're going to hang on to that for very long. Yes, it's painful. It sucks. They suck. But they teach us valuable lessons. I don't want to say it like it doesn't mean that it doesn't still hurt. I'm not validating your feelings. I'm just saying they have a way of shoving us into these deep, deep, dark lessons that help us bring things to the surface so that we can heal them. You may not see that right now, but that really does happen with those types of relationships. So like I said, there was an imbalance. It could have been imbalance with an employee, and it was a blessing in disguise. You found out about it, and I'm going to say it again, a blessing in disguise that you found out about this person before things went to a more serious place. So this, I can't say much more about this. The Star card is that the things that you want in your life are coming true. So if this was a bump in the road for you, or even if it was a more serious thing, you have so much to look forward to. I hope that this helps encourage you that the things that you're wishing for are coming true. The Wheel of Fortune after the Star card tells me that those wishes are in motion. Those manifestations are coming to light. They're going to happen in current energy. All right, so let's clarify the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Not allowing yourself to stay stuck. Maybe giving yourself a couple days to grieve over it, but to move on quickly. Then we have the Knight of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Wands. All right. And the Lovers in reverse. Two different things. I feel like these are two different energies. You could have had more than one person that was interested in you, and maybe one of them was the one you had an interest in, and that's the one you found out was playing games, and then you have another one that's coming in as well. So you could just be in a place where you want to date, and yes, it may have been disappointing because you were hoping that that one was a little different, and then this other one is also available there. I don't feel like you may be as interested in the other one. So this is only for a few people. Now, this could also be that one person that you haven't met yet is coming towards you, and the old one's going to come back as well. I feel like this past one has something to say. So I don't think they're going to let this go too quickly. And then there's someone else that has a tremendous amount of love for you, or they're interested in you and you spark something and they want to come forward. So you could be dealing with these energies right now. All right, now let's get into the Three of Swords and the Judgment in reverse. I just heard poor judgment. If you've told yourself that, please, God, don't beat yourself up for that. We all make, I don't want to say mistakes. We all end up with these really tough lessons. Judgment Temperance in reverse, and the Four of Wands, and then the Five of Cups. There's a lot of emotion around this. For those of you that want to settle down and have a family, you could be losing your patience. Maybe you feel like your clock is ticking. That's for the ones of you that want that. For everyone else who is maybe a little bit older or just wants a more stable relationship, you could be losing patience with the idea that any kind of relationship is going to be stable or healthy, especially if you've been dealing with this kind of energy. There is always someone there if you want it. It could just be that you want to put that on hold for a little bit and just date and continue to date. Now, if you're in a serious relationship and you're feeling really unsure about how things are going to move forward, we're going to check into those two energies. This could be that you feel like your person is a real soulmate, twin flame, and you could be losing patience with their inability to move forward or the confusion around the relationship and whether they're telling you the truth or not. All right, there's definitely, here, I'm going to pick these up because I feel like, yeah, the Five of Cups is all about your emotional state, being sad about that. The Tower's coming in to shift things. So if this person was in your energy, you just dealt with them, the universe is coming in to clear that energy, to open you up to something brand new, something much better. The same with if you had an employee or a worker or someone that you found out was lying or cheating the system, I want to say, that person's being taken out of your life as well, so somebody better can come in. And then we have the Four Swords. So they're just saying, get out of your head. This is happening for a reason. And then boom, there comes that narcissist again. So there could be a couple of energies that feel that way around you right now, and that's a little frustrating. All right, so there's a lot of messages in this reading. I hope it's making sense for some of you. You'll have to let me know. All right, so let's get into your person's energy. This is for Sagittarius. Whoever's on your mind, whether it be the person that did this or somebody else that you might be interested in. Let's see. All right, so the first one is the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Empress card, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Then we have yours, which is the Six of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant. So you could have been in a higher level of relationship. Like I said, if this was a marriage and or someone you had been with for quite some time, this is incredibly difficult and painful to get out of. Now, that person seems emotionally unavailable. They could have hoped and wished for this to happen. Like I said, they wish that things were going to work out for you. They see you as the Empress, which is someone who is spiritual and beautiful and knows herself, is stable, all these amazing things. And they want to defend their actions. They want to come in and tell you that they think that, you know, this is who, they know that's who you are. And A part of them wants to try to apologize, is what I feel, if they were the one that made this mistake. Now they're open to, they want to tell you that they're going to be less selfish and less greedy if they were greedy, or whatever this is. They want to explain to you that they really want to work on things and open up more than they had if they hadn't completely opened up to you. It's kind of a confusing energy, I'm not going to lie. So you guys may feel me there. They don't like to get tapped into energetically. So you're the Six of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and then the Five of Pentacles. This is how everything about this relationship could have felt to you. And, you know, did you trust your intuition? You tried to take things slow, but it just didn't work out. Now, again, if this isn't the person from the main reading, you could be feeling this way about someone that's on your mind, and there's a choice to be made. Do you want to walk away from this? You may have already walked away, especially if it was that, and decided, you know what, I just can't, I'd rather leave this person behind and move forward, because it isn't going to go in the direction that I thought it was, and I don't know this person. I thought I did, and I don't. All right, so let's get the romance angels. This is for Sagittarius. Okay, we have reconciliation. Of course, they want that. Give your relationship a chance. Flirt. And very soon. And then we have wedding. So, like I said, this could have been a marriage. It could be somebody that you had hoped you were going to marry, and they showed you a different side to themselves. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. They very well could. Now, I always say this, I wouldn't ask anybody to wait if they're not for you and you don't want them anymore and you're just curious about what's going on, then I understand that as well. If you don't want to give this a chance, then I would say definitely don't. But it seems as though that person is hoping that you will. Now, flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. That's where I feel like part of you just wants to move forward and entertain a new energy, or somebody else if you're the one that's dating. And then very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So there may be some clarity. Maybe that reflection that you were doing is helping you decide what you really do want in a relationship. So there's two different scenarios here. Someone who was married in a serious relationship that got hurt. There was something that happened, like a third-party situation. You found out about it, walked away. If you're single, you may have been disappointed by somebody that you were dating, had two options, and then the second option is coming through and interested as well, and you might want to open up to the idea of that person. And then there's the situation with the work. All right, so let's see what the possible outcome is for this one. Well, to me, I keep hearing you're their everything. The Hermit in reverse, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Star card, and then the Five of Cups. So there's a lot of emotion around this relationship and whether it can happen. A lot of disappointments. The Hermit, I think you've done the work. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, I feel like you've gone within. So you've gained wisdom, you've gained knowledge around the situation, unless it's going to balance out. If someone's cheated, most people don't want to go back. But if they did something else and you can forgive them and you want to, that's up to you. It's going to take a lot of work to balance things out. The Four of Pentacles, I feel like both parties are sort of holding back. I think your person might have been a little bit stingy. They could have breadcrumbed a little bit, or they weren't honest, obviously. This to me just means you're holding back and making sure that you keep yourself protected. And then there's that Star card. This is all about your wish fulfillment. So is this the right person for you? Can things balance back out? It's very possible. It's going to be different for all of you. Now, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and I also have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, so, and then Virgo as well. So the strong energies are Virgo, Aquarius, and Taurus to me. Okay, so let's get into the Lover's Oracle and see if there's any other messages for you there. This is for Sagittarius. All right, this seems like the right one. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. And then we have soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So you may feel like you want this person back and that's your soulmate. If not, then they're coming towards you, and your energy that you're putting out for that is what's drawing it to you. All right, so let's get into the wisdom of the oracle for you to close this out. This is for Sagittarius, by the book, TikTok, a change in the wind, regeneration, and a fork in the road. That's that decision you had to make. For those of you getting out of this, you had a fork in the road. Do you go this way or do you go back in and repeat a cycle, which I don't think anybody wants to do. We love somebody so much. Sometimes we go back and not realize that these are lessons that we're learning, and we're just going to keep learning the same one until we get it and move on. By the book, you could be very traditional. You could want that traditional family. Like I said with the Four of Wands, you want to settle down, have children, and do this the right way. Yes, the 11 is about twin flames and soulmates. It's a very spiritual connection. And I think you're going to find that if you're patient, if that's what you want and you want a family moving forward. If you just want someone in your life to be a good partner, this too says you want things more traditionally. Either you or they do. Now, TikTok, you could be tired of waiting. It could be a little bit frustrating. I do feel like there's a couple of you that are feeling like your biological clock is ticking, for the females that I'm talking to who want to have children. Now, a change in the wind. Something has shifted and changed. The 3 is showing up quite a bit. You've got a lot of 1s too. New beginnings, the following, continuing your manifestations, because they're starting to come true. So things are starting to happen on an individual basis prior to working things out on a relationship level. So a change in the wind, this could be the moving of a home. You might have already done that. You finally found the place that you really want, or it's coming. So just be open to that. Next week you could find what you're looking for. The energy is going to be there. All right, and then regeneration. So this is a new you coming back from whatever the situation was, moving forward, regenerating, having the wisdom to move forward and step into those new beginnings. I still feel like you guys are continuing to manifest great things. So hold on tight. I'm so sorry for those of you who have been hurt by this situation. There's a lot happening and you're regenerating and your wishes are coming true. So hold tight. All right, Sag, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. We say that all the time, and I so appreciate all of your support. Again, I do personals, so that's in the description box. I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I will see you in next week's reading. Take care. Bye-bye.